Sometimes I even say I like the effect the most, although it's only slightly true. Oh yeah. That's not supposed to be there either. Save. This as well. Okay. And still haven't mastered Ball Lightning somehow. Kind of funny. We could get a lot of relics this act. I see a way to fight 4 elites, and if we also start with a random rare relic, we could really be drowning in relics here quite quickly. Is there a reasonable way to master a circlet? No. No, it does pretty much have to be Nightmare plus Wish plus Career to get the circlet. You need so much, like, you could get Tiny Chest, Matryoshka, Black Star, Shovel, all in Act 1, and it wouldn't be enough to even come close to getting a circlet. If you dug at every fire and killed every elite with wing boots, and got 50 plus relics, it still wouldn't be even close to enough. You need more like 100 relics to get a circlet. And 100 relics in a run is just not viable at all. Give me the random rare. Aha! Well, that was worth 99 gold. Twitch chat, I'm rich now. Always have been. I guess that means I'd like to go to an early shop. Start your Slay the Spire runs with extra money using this one weird trick. Zap, son. So the mod I use to mark the map is called Map Marks. It's a... the 2 mods that I use on stream that that do not appear on the Steam Workshop are Map Marks and Info Mod. Both of these have... We've got commands for both of these via the Twitch bot, but neither of them can be found on the Steam Workshop, and they're both hosted on GitHub pages instead. They have to be downloaded manually and put into the mods folder in your Slay the Spire directory, which you may need to create. But otherwise, they're pretty easily plug and play, just like the Steam Workshop mods. Hopefully that helps. Pay all your gold to get more gold. And a fairy in a bottle. That's a very... Okay, well, I guess 4 elites is pretty much locked in then. Let's do it. I can handle this. Easily. We even get a lot of events, too. So we'll get all the combats out of the way. 4 combats in a row. Load up on Fairy in a Bottle plus some other potion. And then we should be able to brute force our way through whatever this nonsense is, while just absolutely loading up on relics. I might be able to buy 2 relics at the shop. Oh my. Melter and Chill. Interesting. Oh yeah, and we have mastery candidates now listed on the side of the screen during the deck display as well. Apparently Strike is a mastery candidate on defect. Looks to me like we probably want to take the Melter, although I really do like early Chill. This deck has no Chill. Let's take Melter here. And now we should see, yes, Melter displayed as a mastery candidate. That's cool. That's cool. Who made the mod for Mastery? BE did. And we could upload it on the Discord, although it might need to... I don't know specifically how it works. If it would just work for any arbitrary save file, but it probably does, I bet. Something to consider. Yeah, if there's demand for it, we'll put it on the Discord. Or something. I did take the Melter, right? Yes, good. Good job. Dual cast now? Sure. You game block this turn? No. Bummer. Well, we just have to redraw the Melter and all will be well. Melter value. The power. Get melted, nerd. Alright, we have 2 potions already. Means I'll be pretty likely to use the speed potion the first time it saves any reasonable amount of health in these fights. And... well, we took a Melter already, so now we can take a defensive card. I'm thinking see a Glacier, take a Glacier, although this early on genetic algorithm is also very reasonable. It's also the unmastered of the 2 cards. But I suspect Glacier's just straight better here. Frost Orbs are going to be exceptionally useful during the Slime Boss fight in particular. Or Sentry's fight, too. We definitely want some more orbs. We've seen a lot of uncommon cards so far. We took an uncommon damage card and an uncommon block card. And now I'm dipping into this shop. How's it going, merchant? I found this coin on the ground. What do you got for me? Oh my. Runic Capacitor. Start combat with 3 additional orb slots. There's also regular Capacitor, which is not nearly as exciting, as it gives you more orb slots in exchange for paying energy and card draw. Having more orb slots alongside Glacier and then probably Coolheaded and then maybe also Cold Snap seems like a pretty fantastic start to this run. Just have all the orb slots in the world. From here, any kind of focus gain, and we have all run to look for it, would be pretty exceptional. Good Instincts is also maybe worth considering here. Spending all of our money on the Red and Needle, a little basic, but probably pretty effective. At least in terms of getting us through Act 1. It would definitely help, especially alongside the Frost Orbs. Although, is having 4 plated armor really as good as having 3 more orb slots that we can then put Frost Orbs into? I don't think so. I don't think so at all. Oh, and we can actually afford Cold Snap and Remove? I'm definitely going to do that. Do we remove a Defend? Yes. That's my answer. Yes, we remove a Defend, add a Cold Snap. Since we've added so much Frost. Did we really need to pay for a Cold Snap? I don't know. Maybe we were going to find one anyway. But I really like, with this many orb slots, having lots of orb generation, as much as possible, really. I'd even take a Rainbow to get even more. And I really like Frost Orbs. Just a little bit of extra block on one turn can make such a nice difference for defect in moments like this one, where that 2 block comes in perfectly handy. $18. Capacitors here. There's a second Coolheaded. I mean, probably just take that. Then we have all the Frosts, and we have Coolheaded Mastery on board. I think it's still, especially with the Capacitor, it's a particularly bad idea to take an early Capacitor card. Like, sure, we could go to 8 orb slots, but it takes so long to get all 8 orb slots filled. We'd rather just be evoking the orbs for instant effects anyway. Only saves 5 health, but this is a candidate turn for the speed potion. There's a 30% chance we'll get another potion after this fight. Kind of difficult to get a 10 health turn out of the speed potion. I'm just going to use it here. The blockening. I'm not going to dual cast, as that would split. Let's just keep those orbs going for a bit. Alright, here we should split it. Cold Snap Strike, play the slimes. Get 2 25 health slimes, and with this much passive effects going on, I think we'll have a pretty easy time overall. Even if we need to full block on a turn, it shouldn't be too hard, like this turn. So we're at 20 block. Let's get a little bit more by playing Zap to evoke a Frost Orb. We'll get 23. Take 1 here. Not too bad. And then this turn is super reasonable. Easy fight. Gonna be hard to damage us in any fight where we have all these Frost Orbs in play. Sentries should be very easy. Lagavulin should be pretty easy. And we did, in fact, get a potion, so I'm glad I used that speed potion for the 5 health. Figured this might happen. Also, a really good potion in general here. We're offered Coolheaded, Hologram, and a Rebound. I'm actually very much down for a Rebound. Letting us put a specific card back on top allows us to reuse our best cards, whether that's going to be something like an upgraded Zap or an upgraded Melter. And it's really nice with the draws from the Coolheaded. What I don't want to do is take a 3rd Coolheaded. I think that's too much. Too much defense for the upcoming elites we have to deal with. So what is our 1 upgrade going to be? I think Zap's a very good candidate to help get the orb slots filled, especially with the Rebound and all the Coolheaded draw. I think the other really good candidate is the Melter, because it then becomes a very big amount of damage with the Fear Potion, and doubly so with the Rebound. Better against Gremlin Nob, whereas upgrading Zap's probably better against Lagavulin. Let's upgrade the Melter. Usually of the opinion you should upgrade your best cards in Slay the Spire. This is for the reasons of being able to duplicate cards through stuff like potions or Rebound or Hologram. And this is because you have to play cards with limited resources each turn, meaning you're only going to play the best cards in your hand, not every card. It is the Gremlin Nob. We did draw Melter turn 1. Coolheaded, show me Rebound, please. Good enough. It's not good enough. Alright, we'll use the Fear Potion, we'll play Melter and Strike, and we're going to see what happens here. I suspect we're going to take 2 hits from the Gremlin Nob, despite the Fear Potion. Although we can see our exact damage next turn now. We get to Rebound, Dual Cast, and Zap, meaning we do how much damage? Rebound will deal 13. Dual Cast will deal 16. And the Lightning Orb will deal 3. So next turn we deal 13 plus 16 plus 3. So if we can get Nob down to 32 health here, we'll have a kill next turn. 56 minus 27 minus 3. Is less than that. So actually, we're fine here. We only take 4 damage to this Gremlin Nob, thanks to the Fear Potion. This is entirely Fear Potion, saving our bacon here. Good stuff. Really good stuff. That and the Melter upgrade, which helped a lot too. Alright, we get 33 gold, more orb slots in potion form. Don't know how helpful that is. A Dreamcatcher. Whenever we rest, we can add a card to the deck. And Tempest, Turbo, or Compile Driver. Ooh, I like these. Turbo is definitely nice with 2 Coolheadeds, that's for sure. Compile Driver is pretty good because of how many orb slots we have. This is more card draw. Tempest could help us fill the orb slots, particularly with damage, which is also pretty sweet. But I'm thinking Turbo is the winner here, to allow us to want to upgrade these Coolheaded so we can really get card draw going. And it's especially deadly with Rebound. Let's do it. If we get offered another Tempest, I'll definitely take it, though. Okay, I think we're in great shape to keep fighting more elites, especially since Gremlin Nob is not going to be the next one. We randomly encounter a treasure chest, meaning we get another bonus relic. So relic here, relic here, relic here, relic here, relic here, and relic here is what's ahead of us. We've got this relic and 1, 2, 3, 4 more headed our way. This one being a Regal Pillow, further incentivizing sleeping. We will double down on benefits, getting more health and a card reward. Sure. Don't know that we're going to use that, at least not this act, but okay. I like having 2 relics that will activate at the same time, if nothing else. And we get a more rare relic from this chest. This larger type of chest contains potentially more gold, and either a common or rare relic can never have a common inside. We do get money, and we get a shuriken. If you play 3 attacks in 1 turn, Gain a point of strength. Don't mind if I do. Really good reason to pick up zero-cost attacks, particularly Beam Cell I would like to see now, but also Barrage would be very good, and so would Go for the Eyes. FTL's not bad either. Our second opponent is a Lagavulin. I think we'll let them sleep while we build up an orb base. Might even use the Potion of Capacity for this fight. Although it looks like next turn I'm going to play Melter Strike Strike for the strength bonus. Yeah, I don't even draw the Coolheaded, so let's do it. If I defend, I only take 2. Sounds good to me. Beautiful. Rebound the Melter. Play the Glacier. Play the Cold Snap at full block, while also dealing inordinate amounts of damage. This is off to a fantastic start this run. Lagavulin dispatched effortlessly. Get an Akabeko, making our first attack each fight do more damage. Barrage starting to look a little bit better. And we're offered a Charge Battery, Self-Repair, and Loop. I could definitely get behind a Self-Repair for this kind of deck. Helps us stay at high health, although it's very likely to make both of these relics irrelevant. Loop could also be nice for effectively getting even more orb slots by activating our front orb a lot more. Most likely that's going to be the Lightning Orb for the time being, though. Tough call, genuinely. The only thing I'm not going to do is take Charge Battery. Let's take Self-Repair. Let's do it. Second Merchants. Glad we saved some of our cash. What do you got? The Toolbox, but also on sale Doom and Gloom. Skim, second Cold Snap. Hello, Carter Move. Doom and Gloom Carter Move looks pretty good. Defect Strike's not mastered yet, correct. And unlikely to be on this run either. Even though we were moved to defend first. Man, Doom and Gloom is really good here. As much as I am a toolbox lover, and a lover of just collecting lots of relics on a run, Doom and Gloom Carter Move seems really exceptional. The Dark Orb from Doom and Gloom will be tricky to evoke, that's true. But it's more something that works exceptionally well with Yakabeko, and that's something that does good area damage. That's what it's more about for me. Ouch, I suppose. Didn't draw Doom and Gloom, didn't draw any blocks either. Classic example of Turbo being not so good here. So we rebound Melter, of course. Fortunately, this won't be enough damage. But we might as well target the one in the back. How's it going, Noah? If the music seems to be a little off-key, it means you need to refresh your browser page. Common issue with Twitch, where the audio between Twitch and you gets disrupted somehow. Tis a Twitch thing. Alright, with 5 Frost Orbs and only 2 Sentries, we can no longer take any damage this fight. Although they've already damaged us more than either the other elites did, sadly. We do get to play the Self-Repair, though. And we do get a frozen egg, meaning any future powers we see will have upgrades. This is a pretty good use case for the FTL card. This helps with the Shuriken, being a zero-cost attack. If you haven't played that many cards on your turn yet, it draws one as well, which is only sometimes helpful to us. It's also an uncommon that we haven't mastered, so definitely worth considering here. Reprogram, meanwhile, not that great when you have so many orbs, as negative focus is a big no-no. Let's take that FTL. Let's take it. Another Relic. The odd mushroom. If we anger the mushrooms and win the fight, we've got plenty of health and an Akabeko Doom and Gloom, so I'm more than willing to mess with these nerds. There it is, Akabeko Doom and Gloom. Let's do it. I'll still take 9, but I suppose that's fine. I'll kill one of them. Kill this one. Oh. Slight bummer, but understandable. Still worth it, though. Katniss, Evermean, thanks for the 1,000 bits. Much appreciated. Okay, Compiled River looks better than before by far. One, we now have Shuriken, so playing lots of attacks is very appealing. We have 3 orb types now, between Frost, Dark, and Lightning. And we have Turbo for energy generation. We'd love this. What an amazing Act 1, and we're not even done. We're going to get the green key and another Relic before we fight Slime Boss. It's the Lagavulin rematch, this time with more max health. I don't think it's going to be enough, though, Twitch chat. Play Melter now. Having Glacier next turn would be pretty sweet. Let's just wait. Alright, it wakes up after this turn no matter what, so we might as well play Compiled River. I could also go Zap, Strike, Strike if I want to definitely draw all these cards next turn, which actually, yes, I do want to draw that. So don't play Compiled River, because I don't want to draw any of this. As we would have drawn the Glacier then, and not been able to play it now for the block. Unacceptable. Less block this turn for more block next turn. Let's do it. Oh, it was more block this turn too. Heck yeah. Full blocks. Full block again, full block again. Not afraid of the penalties this thing can apply to us. I have no fear. A rebound, Compiled River, Strike for the Shuriken rather than playing Doom and Gloom here. Shuriken can counteract the strength down, and the orbs will just ignore any attempt to debuff us anyway. Which means we can drag this fight out as long as we want. Easy. So we healed some health off the Lagavulin. Our last relic is an amazing one. Captain's Boat Thingy gives us 18 block at the end of turn 3. So all told, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 relics in Act 1. And we're offered a multicast, a Steam Barrier, and a Streamline. I'm actually quite okay with the Steam Barrier here. We have so much draw, a zero-cost block is pretty welcome. Deltnix, thanks for the 5 months. Is this an achievement mod? It's a self-imposed challenge run mod for our Mastery Challenge. where we have to, essentially, a card is not mastered if we haven't beaten the game with 2 copies of it yet. Let's take the Steam Barrier. Alright, we have definitely too many cards for Act 1. Normally I advise adding around 5. We've added 12? But they're good cards, so I like them. Got many, many good upgrades, though. I think starting with the draw upgrades on the Coolheaded, we could also consider upgrading Doom and Gloom for some more damage, particularly in Act 2 with the Akabeko. I think what I'm going to do is upgrade our draw first. Threat level Midnight, thanks for the 3 months. Relic to card ratio. An interesting thought. So, Slime Boss is probably not too much of a challenge here. The big crush we can tank through with a Captain's Wheel if we need to. We don't necessarily need to. I'm going to set up Frost. We might as well. If I play Cold Snap, we deal 6 plus 8 plus 3. $17. So that'll cause it to split next turn. Before the slimes get added, that's actually a good thing. Take 12 here. And then we get to Doom and Gloom Strike again. Not ideal. Ouch. This isn't going well. That Dark Orb in front. Play Turbo to play a slime, but I don't really see how that helps me. Draw 3. Okay, did not draw the Glacier. Good. Let's go for 2 strikes then. Create 2 20 health slimes. Next turn we play Glacier, it'll kill one of them. The Dark Orb here. How about this though? Seems pretty exceptionally deadly. Prevent this attack with Melter. Take only 12. Block it fully. Okay, okay. Life continues to be tolerable. Especially when Doom and Gloom is involved. Get him, Doom and Gloom. Perfect. GG. Alright, we maintained our Fairy in a Bottle, which means we get to keep it alongside this Gambler's Brew. We're offered a Creative AI Plus, which is also the only rare card we haven't mastered. Or we can take a Seek or a Meteor Strike. And quite frankly, I'm really eyeing this Seek. Get it? Eyeing. Anyway. It seems pretty good, quite frankly, to be able to fetch any card, notably the Doom and Gloom, but also Dual Cast could be of vital importance here. This deck would really like a Apotheosis, since we took so many unupgraded cards. We're kind of behind on upgrades. That said, I'd be kind of willing to take a Fusion Hammer because of our double Rest Relics. Good VI is slow but sure scaling. Actually quite nice as a way to get focus in this deck. I still think we should take Seek first. When we can see that Ectoplasm hasn't been mastered. That's cute. Actually a reasonable time to take Ectoplasm because we've already obtained an old coin and gotten all the money from it. We also didn't get the golden idol in Act 1. So actually, as far as energy relic penalties go, Ecto looks pretty reasonable. Could also take Runic Dome, preventing us from seeing what enemies are doing, or Busted Crown, preventing us from seeing additional cards. Although, quite frankly, we have already taken perhaps too many cards. Seeing more is the only way to get cards mastered for the Mastery Challenge. 1, and 2, we'd really like some focus. So, I'm not going to take Busted Crown. Which makes it either Ectoplasm or Runic Dome, and only one of these relics has a red outline, indicating that we have not won a run with it. That's the Ectoplasm. Let's do it. Let's take Ectoplasm here. Can no longer gain any more gold, but we now have 4 energy per turn to work with, and that's going to help quite a lot for these things. Which coincides with awkward shot placement in Act 2. How nice. How many elites do I think I can handle? How many events do I want to go to? These are the important questions this act. I rather like this formation, whatever that is. Could maybe do something more reasonable. Or we can go kind of bonkers. Early events in Act 2 can be good, can be bad. We've already got so many cards, and we don't get money from combat, so it really does seem to me like events are probably better than fights most of the time. Yeah, I think we'll start with these events. First up, the Chosen One. Caw. Chosen One hexes us so that every time we play a non-attack card, we get a Dazed in the draw pile. Setting up with orbs makes this pretty easy, though. Just going to seek Rebound so I can rebound the Melter Plus. The damage. Take the zap over the strike there. Thank you, boat thingy. Even if this was 31, we could have full blocked it. Pretty cool. I also expect the self-repair is going to help us stay pretty well alive through these next few situations. Strength potions, not bad. There's the second FTL. Might as well, right? Might as well. I do think I like a Gambler's Brew better than a Strength Potion. Remove all strikes and replace them with bites. We'd go from 3 strikes to 5 bites with Ectoplasm, and we'd lose 22 max health. We already have means of healing with our self-repair, so I don't think this is a good deal to take the vampires. So no. And yeah, this actually might be a run that does win with 2 strikes. I can reasonably remove 1 more, but only 1 more. Unless Empty Cage, which I would probably click on pretty quick. And I can spend 85 of our remaining gold on a relic. Thing is, if I do that, I can't afford a relic in a shop. And I might value a shop relic a bit more than a random one. Normally, I would absolutely take the deal here. But this is not such a situation. I also definitely don't want to curse. I'm out of here. Another event. Choose one of 20 cards to add to the deck. Here we go. There's Focus. That's probably what I'm picking. Once we have it consumed, we could then pick a Capacitor Plus as well. Second Doom and Gloom is an option too. Doesn't mean I want it, just means it's an option. So we could go for 1 fire and then 3 elites. What's the worst that could happen? Let's do it. And indeed, the thieves are here, unfortunately, to take some of our money away. Stinky thieves. The faster we can put an end to this confrontation, the better, though. I don't mind losing health, but the money we can't get back, of course. We'd like to stay above the threshold for purchasing a relic, so we really want to kill them as quickly as we can. I seek Doom and Gloom. FTL won't draw a card anymore, will it? We only need to kill one of them fast, I suppose. Well, no, we do need to kill them both. That'll be an adequate turn 1 anyway. Okay. So yes, we don't get to draw a bonus card anymore, but that's fine. Alright. So we lose 20 per hit. We really need to stop both of these hits this turn, ideally. I don't know if that's possible, unfortunately. We'll see. Doesn't look particularly possible. Stop this one at least. Yeah, we can no longer guarantee to afford shop. Relic. Which makes me kind of wish that I'd paid money for the relic from the Vagrant, but only kind of. Wow, upgraded Go for the Eyes? Heck yeah. I see we could get a second Cold Snap as well, but no way is it as good as upgraded Go for the Eyes with a Shuriken. Alright, we'll upgrade the Seek first, I think. So many important upgrades. Maybe I should have gone the extra upgrade route. Ah! Can either get Mutagenic Strength or transform 2 cards. Sorry, Strike Mastery believers. I'm going to transform these strikes into something else. Maybe upgraded powers? Yes! We get Fission and Buffer Plus. Both non-mastered rare cards, too. That's why you take the transforms, kids. What a good trade. Nice face. And now for Gremlin Leader, who of course attacks me turn 1. Why wouldn't you? Ugh. Probably compile defend over playing Glacier? That's awkward. Ah, that worked out. Alright, take 10. That's fine. I'll take it. So we can seek rebound in something if I want to. Deck wants a hologram. Don't think we want to use Fission this turn. Definitely want to upgrade this Fission now, but we'll have to get through a couple elite fights before that's viable. Yeah, give me Rebound Melter, I suppose. Go Self-Repair, Rebound Melter, Strike. Get another point of strength here. Keep the Fission. Okay, next turn could be a little challenging. Thankfully we have 2 buffers, so probably not that bad. 11 by 3. I think we can work with that. Glacier Cold Snap Dual Cast works as well. Cool. And we got Fission. Okay, even better. Quite do that right. So either keep the block, do 1 buffer, or draw 5 cards, 5 energy. Let's do that. Since I'm already full blocking with 2 buffers anyway, so let's get more damage in, perhaps. So 16 will save 2 buffers. We need 24 for the full block. We can only get 23. Play Consume Melter. So we play everything instead. Alright, still kept 1 buffer, but now we have focus. And did more damage. I'll take it. Pretty happily, actually. GG. Get a data disc. We now have automatic focus, and that is a really big deal with all these orb slots. Second Go for the Eyes offered, or the hologram I asked for. That is a pretty sweet Go for the Eyes, though. I'm going to take a second upgraded Go for the Eyes. It says Plus on it. Another large chest with White Beast statue. We always get a potion after every fight. Heck yeah. Conveniently no money in the chest. And we definitely want to use a potion here against the Book of Stabbing. Looks like they could be pretty difficult to defeat. This could be a good time for the Gambler's Brew, for example. Discard, defend, defend, self-repair. Alternately, we can just full block this turn. Very tempting to use Fission, though. We want to get to our Doom and Gloom and our Fission quickly. Yeah, now we want Potion Belt next. I would love that. Yeah, discard... Discard Melter, too. Just everything that isn't an orb-generating card. Yeah, because then we can play 2 orb cards and then Fission. Let's go Cold Snap, Coolheaded, Fission. Here we go. Keep that weakness up. Now we have Seek and 6 energy to work with here. So let's do Glacier, Consume, Doom and Gloom, I think is what I want to do. Or Doom and Gloom first. Put the Dark Orb in front here. That looks pretty good. Easy block this turn. Not gonna play the dual cast yet. Let's cook this orb for a bit more. Block this turn is already covered. Here's dual cast again. I think it's probably time to use it now. It's gonna be a while till we see it a third time. And I guess I'll just rebound Cold Snap. Sure. We're very close to done here now. Dead. Perfect. Get the tiny chest. Every 4th question mark room is a treasure room. Sure. Doesn't really help us, but why not? And wow, Barrage with an upgrade is here, but also the Rainbow. We forgot to self-repair in that fight. I decisively beat that thing so thoroughly, I didn't even think about the self-repair. Man, Fission Rainbow, though. Yeah, I'm going to take Fission Rainbow here. Even though Barrage is upgraded and does slap pretty hard, we did take a Consume, don't forget. I think I'd much rather take the Generate 3 Orb card. Because that is also insane value in 1 card. And Dolly's Mirror is here, which could allow us to duplicate any card in this deck. Like Buffer Plus, for example. The Strike! Of course. Mirror the Strike. Realistically, duping Seek is pretty no-brainer here, as far as best things for the run go. Yeah, there's nothing that's going to be even close to as good as that, huh? And I think that's going to let us pick up more nonsense along the way, too, which is not a bad thing whatsoever. I'm down for it. So we dupe Seek with the understanding that it gives us now more flexibility in our future card picks. And we're going to like that a lot. Also spend basically every dollar we have. Look at that. Seek immediately here. Credit to the duplication, probably. And we can Seek for the other one now as well. 3 Slavers are going to have a big problem. That's for sure. I'm going to skip the draw from the FTL, because I want to play Seek, Doom and Gloom. I guess I could go Doom and Gloom now, FTL. Yeah, that we can do. So we can get the 1 draw. Which is Fission. Beautiful. So now we want to Seek for what? Coolheaded Plus and Turbo? Coolheaded Plus and Compile Driver. No, Rainbow. Yeah, chat's right. Rainbow. I want to seek Rainbow. And Glacier? I also probably want to use the Distilled Chaos. Although seeking the best cards... I should have Distilled Chaos before seeking, actually, is what I should have done. Yeah, give me a Rainbow. Something free, actually. Rainbow go for the eyes? Sure. Because we're going to draw 5 momentarily and play 3 off the top here. Should have played Rainbow first, but that worked out pretty well, actually. Go Rainbow. Weaken you. Evoke all the orbs. Or remove all the orbs, rather. They don't get evoked, sadly. You take 7, we draw 2. You take 7. So close. Oh, so close. So we need to block 16 to prevent that? We do. So we can play Self-Repair and Zap both. Good talk. Actually, a pretty good turn 1, although not ideal. I can actually just draw that with Coolheaded and play it again. Might as well. KO you. Alright, good fight. Perfect Slaver's fight, actually. Get a ceramic fish. Well done. Unfortunately, that's not going to do anything for us since we can't gain gold. Oh well. Is recursion awesome here? With an upgrade it would be. But I have so many other things to upgrade. Alas, I really can't see it happening very well. R.I.P. Look at that, just killing stuff on turn 1. That's pretty cool. Didn't even play my self-repair. I'm so badass. Do we want a boot sequence or a storm plus? I can actually almost see taking a storm here. Almost. I like it kind of less with the upgrade, though. Let's take none of the above. Explosive potion over flex pot? Yeah. Since we don't have a barrage. And we're going to upgrade Consume for the additional focus going into the collector fight, especially if we want to play this thing multiple times. 1 Consume probably sufficient here, although since I'm in position to rebound it, I guess I will. Sure. Give me a rebound. Which energy do I have then? We have 6. It's going to be rebound, consume, compile over, consume. That's all I can do. So give me a 0-cost card that I don't want to draw. This one. Turbo. Rebound, consume. Compile driver, consume. Now we have 7 points of focus for this fight. Should be pretty good. So we can either Doom and Gloom or Double Defend. This is also a good time for the Explosive Pot, looks like. Current block is 1825, so we're barely taking anything. Let's Doom and Gloom. And the boat thingy has us covered on this turn. This is a reasonable time to seek for Rainbow. I'll do it. FTL and Rainbow. Fission, rather. Not Rainbow. FTL and Fission. Excuse me. good. Keep that weakness going. Play the self-repair, play the buffer, dual cast the Lightning Orb, replace the Lightning Orb. Great turn. Let's rip down the Doom and Gloom here. Don't really care if the Collector attacks us, because Buffer will protect, even through the enormous damage that she can do. The minions are more of a problem, because they can break our buffer before the Collector hits us. So we have to be careful about those. I might be able to dual cast this Dark Orb if I draw Cold Snap here. I did. Good. Okay, let's dual cast this Dark Orb. Nice. Minions dispatched and then immediately resummoned. How dare you? How dare you? I think we can just focus directly on the boss now. Hopefully. Yeah, hopefully. Debuffs are almost gone. That should be good news. Collector's health also gone. GG. Alright, that was smooth. Didn't take too much damage. Still have our Fairy in a bottle. And we can take an Electrodynamics Plus, which is very zappy. And excellent alongside Fission. Or we can take Hyper Beam or Reboot. I, for one, really appreciate Electrodynamics here, generating 3 more Lightning Orbs, while being a power card. An upgraded power card. Let's do it. Oh, and we are offered Frozen Core. Amazing. I was wondering if we'd see it. It's that or Philostone or Cursed Key. And I can't get rid of the curse Cursed Key gives me. So Cursed Key could actually be very bad here. Now I'm regretting not taking Capacitor. So Frozen Core says, if we end our turn with any empty orb slots, channel a Frost Orb. It's a max of 1 Frost Orb per turn, and a free Frost Orb can be quite a big deal, actually, especially when you've got automatic focus and lots of orb slots. Let's do it. This is one of my favorite relics the Defect has. We have to get the burning key, or it's not the green key, the blue key this act. We have to get the blue key this act. And I wouldn't mind a few upgrades. We could actually snag quite a few. What's important upgrade here? I would upgrade Turbo. I would upgrade probably Rainbow too, actually. And I would upgrade Coolheaded. Those are important upgrades. In terms of number of elites, we could do at most 3. Still a believer in event rooms. Especially with Tiny Chest. But if I want to find a Capacitor, I should probably look at more combat card rewards. We do want to avoid shops as well, if possible, although I think this one seems pretty inevitable. I guess we could avoid all shops if we wanted to. And still get 4 question marks for the Tiny Chest as well. But we get 2 less upgrades. That's probably actually a good idea. First boss is going to be Time Eater. I don't foresee Time Eater being a problem with this deck of cards. Why avoid shops? Because we only have 1 coin. And with Ectoplasm, we can never gain any more money. So, shops are effectively wasted floors for us. I do think we'll do something like this. Okay, that feels reasonable. First up, this nerd. So we'll do it this way, hey? Better to play Melted than Cold Snap, since the Frozen Core gives me a free Frost Orb there. Blessing of the Forge is not bad. Second Compulsiver is pretty good. If you want a better energy generating card, very hard to do worse than Aggregate. Or better than Aggregate, rather. I'll take a second Compile, I think. Ooh, upgrade all cards. Prevent any further healing. 1, 2. Actually, most of the important stuff is already upgraded, and we have a self-repair, so this actually seems kind of bad. Can't take 999 gold, of course, since we don't even get any money from it, so I guess I'll take a rare relic. Simple yet effective. Oh, yeah, that's fine. Sure. Give me some free Frost Orbs. I like them. Time for Zippy Zappy. Ooh, we get the Emotion Chip. If we lose health during a turn, trigger the passive ability of all orbs at the start of the next turn. Very good with what we've got so far. We're offered a Tempest Plus, Reinforced Body Plus, and Turbo. Wow. Both of those are very tempting. Tempesting? I suppose I'll take Tempest, actually, because we have Electrodynamics now. And I'm going to definitely take a Focus Potion. Definitely. Commence the Zippy Zapper. More Zippy Zapper. Rebound Plus. We haven't actually had a run with 2 rebounds, or apparently with 2 Cold Snaps. Take another Cold Snap for this run. We don't want to load up on too many commons, though. Our limited access to removals and increasingly bloated deck mean that we got to be a little careful here. Double Orb Walkers, the other rare relic fight. Sure. Got 2 Seeks and an Electrodynamics. This shouldn't be too bad. Although shouldn't be doesn't mean is. Isn't going to be too bad. This might be a fight for the Focus Potion here. It'll block for 8 more this turn alone. Yeah, let's use it here. Ooh, and the emotion chip making the orbs go off again. Extra juicy here. Seek Electrodynamics. Seek Fission Turbo. Ten lightning orbs, please. Good talk. 11, rather, yeah. We get an Ancient Potion, good for the heart fight for sure. And a Tori, reducing unblocked attack damage, also good for the heart fight. Loop looking way better now that we have Consume. It's no capacitor, but it is definitely worth adding with a free upgrade on it. Overclock's also worth considering because of its ability to add more front-loaded draw to this deck. But for me, it's going to be Loop here. That was a nice Overclock. And we're happily going to trade health to look at the colorless cards in the Sensory Stone event. We'd love Secret Technique. We'd love Master of Strategy. We would love duplicates of anything. Secret Technique is here. Not even mastered. Panic Button is here. That's pretty great. Secret Weapon. Not Secret Technique. Or Finesse, just for a block 2, draw 1. We definitely want Secret Technique. Secret Technique. How's it going, GBB Professor? If you're just trying to accomplish one win with each of the 4 characters, I'd say probably do them one at a time. Each character really is its own separate skill. So I think you'll probably have more success if you pick one and stick to it. That said, I think probably the best way to play is whatever way you enjoy most, because really the big thing that matters is whether you're motivated to come back and keep trying after a failure. Changing character class when you lose can really help with that. Alright, definitely take Secret Technique. I guess I'll take this Dark Shackles. That's pretty good too. Panic Button Dark Shackles are great defensive cards. Triumph. Poor Giant Head. Seek for Seek. So what would we like to get set up? Let's just seek for Seek Electro and then Fission and Loop, I suppose. Let's draw through as many cards as we can here on the first turn. So I'll actually take only one. Tempest is a pretty good play then. Play Tempest for 3 here. Get 3 Lightning Orbs in play. Frost Orb makes 6 block immediately, so we only take 1 here, which means all of our orbs go off again for this turn. That's pretty sweet. Self-repair can wait a bit. So, starting on this turn, the Giant Head attacks for, well, quite a lot, actually. 40, and then increasing by 5 every turn. But we have ways to deal with that, thankfully. Perfect block already. I think we might have had one Watcher win to it where we didn't get a new mastery, but for the most part we've been able to maintain a pretty steady state of getting stuff done, as it were. Let's just lose this card. Still have buffers. Let's just go Doom and Gloom, Self-Repair. Even with the no block effect from Panic Button, we can still gain block from Frost Orbs. That's still allowed. Preserved Insect is our reward from the Giant Head, and actually now I really do like a Potion of Capacity for 2 additional orb slots. I think that's kind of a huge deal. And there it is, our second Rainbow. What does it mean? Well, it means we can play Rainbow twice without having to upgrade it, and it means we can cross it off the list if we win the run. That's what it means, and that's pretty good. Let's lose this fairy in a bottle. And let's get our recall now. Taste the rainbow. Taste the relics. Tiny Chest says, have a bottled lightning. Yes, I will, since we can take the blue key out of this chest, and having a bottled Seek seems particularly great. We could bottle Secret Technique and then use Secret Technique to Seek for Seek on turn 1, but I don't know why I would do that when I could just bottle the Seek, and then we can still have the Secret Technique in the draw pile. So let's bottle the Seek. Tiny Chest VIP? Maybe. Maybe. Tiny Nemesis VIP. So I can Seek for Secret Technique and Seek if I want to. That's pretty funny. No, just give me Vision. Seek for the second rainbow. Let's go. Guess I'll just use... I don't need Dark Shackles this turn, actually. I don't know what I want. I'll take Tempest, I guess. Draw 3. Draw 3 again. Guess I don't need to. Five lightning orbs, 1 frost orb. Thanks, Frozen Core. Guess we don't even take that much damage. Upper saves 2 health. Sure. Thanks, Tori. Smiling Mask, another relic we can't do anything with. Makes Merchant Carter moves cheaper. Second Loop Plus is here. This would give us Mastery of Loop in addition to being genuinely a good card. Give it to me. Again, wanted Capacitor Plus, but that works just as well. Aggregate with Bottled Seek, also quite spectacular, but I'm going to take the second loop instead. Oh, hello. 3 Jaw Worms. Say hello. Let's do it this way. You're dead. And so are you. I have a million cards. Alright, good talk. Effect is strong. Turns out Bottled Seek lets you do a whole lot of stuff. Who knew? Play your whole deck on turn 1. Second Doom and Gloom. This one is also unmastered and also pretty good for the deck. We're at 38 cards. Heck, we'll take one more when it's that card. The 40 card special continues. And we're going to get more card rewards as well. Ooh, this is almost an appropriate time to engage potion use here. Though I am thinking about keeping these 2 potions to the heart. It does actually seem kind of difficult to make that work. So we'll think for a minute here. Just go rainbow, rainbow. Make stuff happen. Do I need to block this? I actually don't really feel like I do. We have so much frost coming our way, and the loop is already working. I think we'll be fine. It certainly seems that way. The blockening. Beautiful. Claw. Could take a second steam barrier here. I think that would be pushing it. We really can't be affording to just put in unupgraded comments to this deck, even as strong as we are. White noise could be good, though. White noise could definitely be good. I'll take a white noise. Reptomancer. Bad news for you, lady. I've got electrodynamics and fission in this deck. So you are in trouble. Crazy trouble. Oh, wait, I didn't get fission. Whoops. Or, no, there it is. Excuse me. Yeah, we got fission. Like this. Excellent. Loop, definitely. And I want a lightning orb to be in front. Double loop it. Nice daggers. Doesn't block either way, doesn't matter. Buffer saves the day. Get a strawberry. Could take a speed potion, potentially giving us some more dexterity in a key fight. I don't think that block cards are going to be our primary source of block, though. I don't think we want this. No thanks. A transient is our last normal opponent this act. Definitely makes things a little interesting. We don't necessarily want to do too much on turn 1, but we can get it set up really nicely here. Let's do it. The goal here is to get all of our powers in play so that the rest of the fight is basically solved. Perfect. Consume, seek for loop loop. Just start looping. So anyway, I started looping. And with buffer in play, we're even more invulnerable. Good stuff. GG. Very smooth and buttery fight. So we're up to the Act bosses now. Time Eaters first, and I don't think will be a particular problem for us. Although this is where creative AI would have been appreciated for sure. Second chance at a speed pot. I really like these two potions though. So we'll take these into the endgame here. Plan on using them both against Heart. I don't expect Spear and Shield to be any problem because of the Preserved Insect and the Bottled Lightning of Seek we can just seek for Electrodynamics Fission and do a lot of stuff on turn 1 and kill them. Should be pretty reasonable. Might upgrade White Noise here. Or we can get the card draw upgraded on Coolheaded. Actually, no, we want to upgrade Turbo over White Noise. Turbo we haven't upgraded yet. Turbo and then Coolheaded next act. Since I have 2 rainbows, I don't feel like upgrading either of them is particularly worth it. Just like before, we want to get as much set up as possible, as quickly as possible. Let's go seek Glacier, Rainbow, Consume. This way. Can always get more Frost Orbs. Those are easy enough to come by. Could double consume here if I wanted to. I think... Actually, yeah, double consuming seems like it's probably worth it. Sure. We go Rebound, Consume, Secret Technique. Get Consume from the draw pile, play Consume a second time. And automatically gain a Frost Orb at the end of this turn and every other turn. Now we just want to get the loops in play. And get 1 Dark Orb. So again, those Frost Orbs coming from our Frozen Core boss relic here. Our opponent should be pretty incapable of creating any threat to us now. We can simply end turn over and over again until this Dark Orb exceeds the Time Eater's health total. There's really not much risk to us. Fondry, thanks for the Prime sub. Welcome to the Cozy Sub Club. Let's make sure that there's not too many slimed in our deck. I'll gain strength where appropriate, too. So I am drawing Electrodynamics and Dual Cast next turn. Seems pretty good to me. In which case, I probably want to Tempest for 3 this turn. So let's play Slime, Slime, Tempest. Put the Dark Orb in front. So that it benefits from the loops, and then we can kill with a Dual Cast here. 175 times 2 equals 350. GG. 1 boss down, 1 to go. It's the Awakened one, who will gain strength with every power we play. However, a lot of our strength comes not from powers, but from Consume, a skill. Gotta try harder next time, Tim. That said, I am still gonna seek for Electro and Fission, of course. Seems like the easiest way to dispatch these nerd birds. But yeah, we'll see Consume as well. Perfect. And stay weak. Alright, I can Doom and Gloom, kill the birds, or I can do some other stuff. Kill the birds. Get them out of here. And as long as we keep the Awakened one weak, should be pretty straightforward. 12 by 4 is not going to be enough to stop me. Do I dare play Buffer now? I don't think so. We're going to wait on that. Oh, it's already a multi-attack turn? Okay, we have to play this Coolheaded then. Very well. There's always another Dork Orb where that came from. Or Lightning Orbs. But I don't want Lightning Orbs. Well, maybe one. Just for old time's sake. We can also slowly build up strength with the Shuriken and use that as our winning mechanism. Like, we can go Rebound, Cold Snap, Coolheaded, Cold Snap, and we're slowly making headway that way. Just a thought. Two Dark Orbs seems like it might be better than one. What are you anyway? Oh, that's worth it. Beautiful. Shackles in the draw pile? No. Okay, just kill it then. Guess that puts a Dark Orb in front. Suppose I'm okay with that. Alright, now Self-Repair can be played. And I suppose we ought to just use this Dark Orb. We've got another one coming after all. We don't need to dual cast it. So we have more block for this turn. 15 by 3. Tricky, tricky. Alright, now I'll let the Dark Orb be in front. Get looped 4 times, build up to 117, an exact kill. GG. Get woked. Two thump, a deep pulsing dread can be felt throughout the room. Is this the heart of the spire, the source of all these free frost orbs? You charge your core, dearling, at 24-23. I think we're in pretty good shape here. I really like our potions for the late game. In particular, being able to get 2 more orb slots that will be filled with free frost orbs is extra juicy. And since we have 40 cards, I'll try to up our card draw a little bit. Otherwise, we're looking at some trouble. If only we could afford things here. Amplify could be nice. Orrery could be nice. Entropic Brew could be nice. Card removal would be nice. But, alas, we took Ectoplasm. Look at that. 2 unmastered relics. Will we get there, though? That is the question. Before we can have any degree of success or not. We have to get past these two opponents, Spire Spear and Spire Shield, and boy are they annoying. I think we want to do Consume Electro, Tempest Vision? I want to consume before I vision this time. But it's going to be less orbs if I do that. Which means less card draw. I don't really love that. When I could just go Rainbow Electro Vision. Let's do that instead. Then this is amazing. And there's so much we can get done. Looks a bit tricky overall, though. I'm gonna use double Go for the Eyes to let me Dark Shackles the Spear. And then the Frost Orb should be able to block the shields. Also pretty close to just doing catastrophic damage here. Something worth considering. We might even be able to kill the shield outright this turn, which would definitely make life substantially easier. Although next turn is the main difficulty, actually. Could also go for the Eyes to Spire Spear, and that could be worth a while as well. Tough choice, actually. Feels like getting Frost Orbs down is super important this turn. Let's start with this. Draw two more. Okay, we do have Panic Button this turn. Noted. Could definitely make next turn more difficult. This looks pretty good overall, though. I think we go Consume. Rebound here. Go for the Eyes here. Dark Shackles here. It's currently blocking 24. So yeah, we probably want to use the Panic Button here. Do want to avoid damage fully. Panic Button Loop seems really safe in particular. Let's do that. So this turn we only get to look at 3 cards. However, we have all the block we need and a weakened Spire Spear. And another loop. Shield almost dead. Doesn't really matter if we kill Shield, though, because of the Captain's Wheel. It was really setting up for this nasty turn 2 that I wanted to do there on turn 1. Glad we did. Seems like it went exceptionally well, dare I say. And I might on this turn simply Tempest for 5 Lightning Orbs. I think I'm going to do that. Excellent fight. Kept the important potions for the heart fight. So now we can block Vulnerable from the heart. Although, wait, we have Odd Mushroom. I don't need to block Vulnerable from heart. Maybe we swap it out for Distilled Chaos then. I actually completely overlooked this. This is important. Odd Mushroom means Ancient Potion is far less useful. What's in the card? Not Bias Cog. There is Steam Barrier, though. Maybe should have kept the Fairy in a bottle. I'm okay with Distilled Chaos, I suppose. Is the multi-hit going to do 2 or 3? It's only going to do 2, and if we weaken the heart, it's only going to do 1. 1 by 15. However, Tori means it's going to be 1 anyway, also. So it's mostly that big single attack. We have buffer for that. Yeah, let's lose the Ancient Potion. Take a Distilled Chaos instead. A little tempting to take the Steam Barrier here, but I think this is already going to be a difficult heart fight. We've got lots of important cards up for Mastery. I'm not going to risk it all over 1 common card here. Let's go. Just need to get 2 cards, 2 of the same card, the animal. Doesn't matter if either or both are upgraded. But we do still have to beat the heart and win the run, which is part of the tricky issue there. So Seek for Seek and Fission. Beat of Death is going to cause our emotion chip to go off a lot, which I actually quite appreciate. Any reason not to use this right now? Don't have White Bee statue, or Toy Ornithopter rather? I don't. So am I seeking double rainbow and just getting a lot of cards? Or is there more to it than that? Actually, one fun option is to seek Turbo Tempest Fission. Then I can play the rainbow afterward. They also do a lot of damage that way. But I won't have Turbo in the draw pile. Chat like setting up the loops ASAP. That is a nice thing to block Beat of Death, right? So many cards, though. This is actually a pretty good turn for Panic Button. If I want to block any further Beat of Death shenanigans. Yeah, let's do it this way. So here's what I'm going to do. Panic Button now, believe it or not. Seek Turbo Tempest. This now makes 8 lightning orbs, which means this is gain 8 energy, draw 8 cards, which is only going to be draw 7. And we also deal 9 times 8 damage. We can rebound the Go for the Eyes. That's critical here. Buffer is in place. We're going to need Loop, though. Actually, we don't need Loop. We do not need Loop this turn. So I think we're set then. It's impossible for us to take damage. Secret Technique is here, too. Please give me Consume. So I can do Buffer, Rebound, Go for the Eyes, and we're all set. So we get automatic block at the start of turn 2 because of Emotion Chip. We get automatic block at the start of turn 3 because of Captain's Wheel. $42, and we're blocking for an extra 30. Don't forget we get another Frost Orb. So even though I played Panic Button on turn 1, we are full blocking turn 2. Get the rainbow down? Let's do it. We need to push damage, and that means channeling damage orbs. So note, it's only 1 times 15 because of the odd mushroom and the weakness. Another good reason to play Electrodynamics, then. But we gotta be careful. All the statuses are still in the draw pile. It's a bit awkward. My buffer, no! Well, what can you do? Oh, shoot. Alright, that prevents buffer from going away, at least. I'm gonna need another buffer for next turn. Okay, here's loop. Loop number 1, anyway. So depending on whether this is the multi-hit or single hit, we may or may not have trouble. It's this multi-hit. Okay, I'm not going to worry about that then. We're just going to play loop, play Cold Snap, play Compiled Rubber here. Compiled Rubber first, because Tori will stop all the damage here. And the more Frost Orbs we can get for this turn, ideally, the better. Oof. Not ideal, actually. This could be a reasonable turn for Distilled Chaos, I suppose. Yeah, let's do it. FTL, Melter, Rebound. Ouch. Not helpful at all, unfortunately. At least we did some damage. Dark Shackles. I think we'd better. Just need to go for the eyes to work. Ouch. Alright, well, despite everything, this is looking pretty good. Glacier Dual Cast does a ton of damage and puts a Frost Orb in front. That's definitely what we want to do here. Don't allow White Noise or Self-Repair to fool us here. We definitely want to get Heart into kill range. And ending with an empty orb slot means another Frost Orb is generated, too. 6x15. Oh, shoot. Go for the Eyes was not drawn. What a bummer. Are we alive? Let's see. We have... 30 block, so 65 block, 92 incoming damage. Right? Let's just double check this. 33 plus 30 plus 35. 98 total. So we can play the Doom and Gloom. Although it might actually cost us damage because of... That doesn't matter. We have a full block guaranteed next turn, actually, just with the orb passives. So I don't think we need to play the Doom and Gloom. I think that's what I learned. Okay. Looks like we're good then. Yeah, and Tori saved a little bit of health there as well. There's no need for any kind of overcomplication, because just the doubling of the orbs with the emotion chip, which is assuredly saving our bacon here, is plenty. And then we have 2 more turns for the win. GG, Mr. Hart. A close fight for sure. You can easily see that if we had picked up that Steam Barrier, we might not have had enough to win this fight, but we did prevail. GG. GG, really cutting it close there. But I'll take it. You can also see that the only focus card we saw for the entire run was Consume. And without taking the Consume, we also would not have had enough for a victory there. GG, everybody. GG. Excellent run, overall. Has it been done? The spire sleepeth, and so shall I. Oh yeah, and that Consume was from the library too, although we did see another one later, for the record. There was also the Creative AI, which could have been focus, technically. I'm not sure why I decided on Mr. Heart, Jason's. It sounds more like a villain's title, I guess. Mr. Heart, MD. The Consume was in the shop we bought the Dolly's Mirror at. Yes, it was. Okay. So yeah, very glad we took Consume in the library event. Very, very cool. So lots of cards crossed off the mastery list here. Loop, Cold Snap, Coolheaded, Doom and Gloom. Rainbow was our rare that we got a duplicate of as well. And FTL. Monsieur Heart. Herr Heart. Senor Heart. GG. Alright, well that was an incredible run. I've got another one in me, Twitch chat. I'm going to be doing the Watcher next. Who knows how absurd or normal it will be. But regardless, I do need a break before we jump into another run here. So I'm going to take a few minutes, 5 or so, to refill the water, stretch the legs. And upon my return, it's going to be more Spire time. BRB, everybody. Don't go nowhere.